Welcome back, Rednecks. We are once again working on the Re-Aranger. Well guys, traffic wasn't too bad, but that's because it's later in the day. We ended up not getting down here early in the morning like we expected. But we got a few things we're going to be doing. We got some more wire loom so we can start covering up some of our wiring back here. We have a throttle cable we're going to try and run from the engine to the cab, which will be entertaining because I believe one of these are for our throttle. And then on top of that, if you come over here, the PN got a few things. He's got some switches. And you got a start switch too, so that we're gonna have to put in. So yeah, we got a little bit of wiring. I guess the main thing we have to do today is we need to figure out injector pulse. Right now we have spark. We were able to run it on that. Now we have to make sure we have injector pulse, and then if that's all good, hopefully we can run some fuel lines and do a test run.
Look at this, 2 fire extinguishers.
Yeah, oh, it won't matter if this thing blows.
No, those are, oh yeah.
We're all
it should just kind of like shoot like a little flame out of it and start burning. It shouldn't really blow it up.
Yep, that was it. So, all right guys, we are going to try and do a test run of the engine, and we need our fuel lines done. And if you look here, what we have are the engine fuel lines right here and here. So this is our incoming fuel from our pump to our engine, and then this is our return from our fuel rail back to the fuel tank. And then here's our lines right here. We're gonna heat them up in some coffee pot here, and then we are gonna slide these over top the line, and that'll be our fuel lines. All right guys, well the coffee alone in the burner wasn't enough, so we're gonna microwave the water now and get her up to an unknown temp, but we need it hotter to get the lines to be stretchable enough to fit over these barbs. Alright guys, the key to the Re-Aranger running is the PCM, and right now we have Scott over here that I met a few weeks, I was probably a few months ago.
Months, yeah.
Months, and he is programming it right now. You want to let us see kind of what you're doing?
So what we're doing today is we're removing the security, and after we remove the security, we're going to remove all the EGR functions, all the emissions functions, some torque management, and we're going to increase the shift pressures to handle those bigger tires. So we're tuning it with some digital horsepower, old school V6 software, using my off-board rig here, so we can take it right out and just plug in and get it flashed up, and we'll install it and we'll have it running very soon.
Heck yeah, dude, sounds cool. So there you go guys, something I'm definitely not capable of, so it's really cool that he was able to come down today and do that for us, and hopefully in a few more minutes, or yeah, shortly, we will have the fuel tank on. You can see Tyler over there putting the new fuel lines on, and we will be able to run this thing. Alright guys, this Frankenstein setup here behind me is hopefully going to have this car running here in a little bit, or should I say truck. And here's our fuel lines we just did up, and that's going to the engine. We got a little bit of a leak going on right now. We got to fix that, but I'm excited to say we got the computer that Scott did up. That's all plugged in, and hopefully she'll run. All right. Yeah, that was probably the right one. All right. I figured there was something there still.
You getting fuel actually back to this?
No.
Oh, it's just
We haven't gotten nothing yet. All right, guys. Once again, we got it to run on starting fluid. And Scott has located our problem. We are not getting a 5-volt reference to some of our sensors that's going to be needed to run this thing. So we're trying to find out what's causing that right now. So once we do, I'll get back to you.
We got an ECU that's running now.
Fire this thing up.
Is that the right?
All right, guys, we found our power issue. It was actually going to the computer. If you look here, it was actually at our blue terminal on our PCM, and it was our number 19 ignition positive voltage wasn't powering, and for some reason on this car, instead of it being a pink wire, it was white. And if you look, somewhere in this mess right there, there's our white jumper wire, and all that's doing is coming over here to our fuse block. Thank you. To power it. So our sweet connection, yeah, we tried real hard on that one. But we're hoping right now it should be good to go and fire right up. So here we go. Well, that was interesting. Yep, it might be.
I mean, you've got vacuum leaks and no fuel pressure, so
Well, I'm just happy with that.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's an error. This thing isn't even. Okay.
I might have knocked it out. I did.
Yeah, you knocked it out.
Oh, did he? Okay. That's interesting.
I keep losing my pump wire here. It just instantly falls out. You gotta remember there's like 17 wires just like twisted together with me.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to try another program on the computer that Scott just did here, and hopefully this one works. We're trying to get around the security issue. What's happening is it'll run for 3 seconds, throw a security, which it knows that we don't have the key in, and then it'll shut the engine off. So hopefully what he just did now will disable that, and it will run longer than 3 seconds. So hit it. No, that wasn't 3 seconds.
That was it.
That might you got all 17 wires tied together?
No, I lost one.
Did
This
you?
thing shakes like crazy when it starts.
Yeah, the first
Some really
Which one
weird.
is that?
That's the PCM power. Yeah, that one.
That'll do it.
It's not 3 seconds.
He's got the answer.
So it ran for a minute, which means everything worked on the security. So we have an ECU that works, and with the 1300, it's ready to run.
Hear that, guys? That's right. Now all we have to do is figure out our fuel issue. We have another fuel pump. If you look, Tyler's actually bringing it over. Look at that. So that is out of a 1980s to 1990s Ford. So the 250s with dual tanks is what that's out of, and that should make this engine run. So, all right, guys, we are re-hillbillying the fuel pump situation here, and we are going to use the Ford one, like I said before, and we are just going to run out of the Ranger tank into the Ford pump. And yeah, there's our end right there, and then that's going to go right to our fuel rail, and then from our fuel rail we're coming and just going into the filler neck of the tank. So hopefully this works. Hopefully we get enough fuel pressure to run this, because before we were getting no fuel coming out of our return line, and we're assuming that was because we did not make the 50 psi or 45 psi that is required for our fuel return to open up. So yeah, let's hope this one makes enough to run it. Jiggle the wires, there it goes. Well, do we have return? I want to be...
Oh yeah, she's bubbling, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's not.
I'm pulling it out slowly.
It might not be priming.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, we're getting fuel.
I'm turning the key on here. I'm adding power to our data link connector here. And then I'm adding power to our ECU here via twisting wires together. Very efficient method of doing this. So we got all those all nice and connected.
Isn't there one more wire?
Nope,
I thought there was
just 4.
Okay. Oh, our fuel pump's got to be turned on.
So now we got to turn our fuel pump on that we just installed.
That's that. All right. And here we go. He's gonna hit the start.
And this is the start button.
All right. That's better. Well, there we go. At least it ran without starting fluid. We're gonna have another go?
Yep.
All right. All right, guys, we are on like the 4th try here. We have actually Scott's computer in it right now, and we did a little bit more professional of a job on our wiring. We now have a fancy start button, and this is our fuel pump switch, and this is our key on switch. So yeah, we're real professionals here. Okay, here we go. Nice work.
And the throttle was actually snappy.
Yep. All right, guys, if this isn't discouraging enough, we have our computer back in. This is the 4th program that we're going to try and run on it, and hopefully this does the job. Hopefully it runs as good as Scott's computer did. Unfortunately, we can't leave his computer in because it will not run our transmission. Our transmission has different valving, or what is it?
It's a different pressure control solenoid.
So yeah, his computer will not run this transmission, but it'll run the engine. So we got ours back in there. It's right there, and hopefully it runs good. So here we go. That's a fist bump. That's awesome. Yeah. Dude, I was starting to get worried, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a little, I had very little faith. No, I was just kidding. No, it was,
I mean, it's kind of hard to have faith in something that you don't understand.
I know.
Like this is like black magic. Like,
I understand this, it's a mess,
like,
but.
Fuel, electric, okay, electric gets scary, but like you can maybe dick around with it, but like programming.
You're my hero. That is awesome. I really appreciate you sticking it out, dude. It really means a lot. That's awesome. Well, there we go, guys. After several attempts of reprogramming the computer, we finally got it running. Well, I mean, not we, Scott did, and thanks for stopping by, man. That was cool of you. But yeah, we got to find a permanent home for the fuel tank, and after that, we pretty much have this thing wrapped up, minus the exhaust. We have to run vacuum lines to the brake booster, vacuum lines to the heater controls, as well as we need to fix that electrical problem up front. But we definitely have plenty of work to do on this thing, but it's coming along nicely. And I mean, when I say nicely, check it out. We finally got the hood on this thing. Yeah, that really doesn't do a whole lot for it. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and get back to work. We're under attack again. We're under attack. You just want to eat my shoe, don't you? The camera's right here watching you. Now they're all in their bed.
Come here. Toy time. Toy time. Toy time. Toy time. Toy time. Doggy likes toy time.
Yeah, I like toy time. You want to go there and throw the toy?
Throw it? Yes. Sweep that one.
Yeah, throw it. Throw it. Throw it.
Bite your butt.
Good job.
You're so soft.
Stop. You are fighting so hard.
Ooh, they do hurt, don't they?
Yeah, they fight so hard.